So often when we're analyzing the process with a customer, we find that everything has already happened. But when we tell them right then and there that they must learn, must improve, and must adjust, they say, right now I don't have the financial means, money is tight for me, and I don't have the financial ability to take classes or to make improvements and adjustments.
Yes.
So moving forward, how exactly can we further assist this customer with their specific needs, improve their life?
Look at how caring our numbers consultants are, always asking how to better help this person. That's why the students who study numbers phenomena with us and the consultants who provide long-term life choices for everyone are all very dedicated and kind-hearted people. Otherwise, you wouldn't have come into contact with this industry or this field of study. In the course of your consultations over these years, if everything you analyzed turned out to be accurate and spot on, and then this person says, I don't have the financial means right now, or I need to spend money on renovations, or I need to spend money on surgery, or I'm going to use this money to invest, or I want to get rich overnight tomorrow. I believe you've encountered quite a few cases like this, right?
So many. So actually, I think it's because of why they ended up in this situation in the first place, whether it's the decisions they made themselves or impulsive decisions or investments or how they spent their money, that's what led them to the path they are on today. So they are always stuck in this cycle going around and around, so they can't get out, and the result seems to be that every time they come, they say, I have no money, and then they come back later and still have no money. It's always been this state. Actually, last time teacher, we met a client the time before last. He was like this. He came in February and he only had about 200 in savings. 200. And by October, when he came back to see me, there was absolutely no improvement, right?
So he didn't save any of his salary at all? Absolutely none. He just spent...
It was the same situation. He spent it all. So, right then and there, I told him, you have to improve. You have to make adjustments. If you had made adjustments back in February, you wouldn't just have 300 left now.
And you're in your 30s. It sounds pathetic and sad. So, did everyone hear that? I don't want you to keep wasting your life waiting, and don't keep using your life to keep making mistakes. If you are currently facing financial troubles or this kind of financial bottleneck, just like what Jasper said earlier, and the reason why I keep asking Jasper this question is because over these years, whether it's our students, our numbers phenomena researchers, or our numbers consultants, or the customers analyze if their numbers combination form, let's say, obstacles to wealth or barriers to income. It doesn't mean that these numbers combination determine that they are poor, destitute, or impoverished people. It's not like that. Rather, it comes from their mindset, their cognitive behavioral abilities, their interests, their way of interacting with others, the work environment they choose, the partners they select, and every single choice they make in life, every action they take at every moment determines their current situation. The person they have become determines whether they face financial troubles, relationship issues, or physical health suffering. The root cause behind all of this, as I've said before, is that if you don't look at the root cause, whether you're getting to know someone or providing any kind of service, if you don't address the individuality root cause, you will never have a precise, effective solution. So, the main reason our students are so proactive in introducing friends and family to numbers phenomena is that they don't just see numbers that lead to poverty or investment failure. Instead, they see the inevitable reason behind your investment failure. Just as Jasper mentioned, why people are facing failure and why they are drowning in debt. It comes from their mindset, their cognition, their impulsiveness, their recklessness, and the fact that they don't consider the consequences when they do things. Or it comes from their tendency to be easily swayed by others, or perhaps from a lack of professional capability, or a lack of independent judgment. There are many possibilities. For every person who fails at investing, for every person in debt, the reasons are completely different. Yes, and only numbers phenomena allows us to clearly see these root causes, to see these reasons, and furthermore, we can truly bring precise solutions. That is the most critical part, yes.
Actually, regarding the point you mentioned, teacher, about being easily swayed by others, we had a client who was in that exact state. I remember it very clearly. On Wednesday, after they attended our seminar, they said, once I've invested more money, then I'll come back to make adjustments. That Monday, just that week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yes.
He lost it. I mean, at that moment, the money he had saved up, a friend told him to invest it, so he put the money in. That person ran off with the money within 2 days. And the most critical thing is
that when you were analyzing it, you had already told him about it, right?
I told him, your number is prone to being soft-hearted. As soon as someone suggests something, you invest. At that moment, I told him I didn't want him to keep investing. You must learn, I said, then you can avoid this problem. He replied, it's fine, I'll invest, earn more, and then I'll come back and take the class. I'll adjust then. No rush, right? No rush, it's okay. That Friday, it was all gone.
The numbers analysis I'm talking about is something that inevitably happens, my dear friends. It's not a coincidence. It's not like Jasper looked at these numbers and put a curse on you. When he told you that this number makes you soft-hearted and easily deceived, it wasn't a curse. If I could pull off a curse like that, I'd be truly impressive. Every one of our students and numbers consultants possesses this ability, which is why many clients are so amazed, thinking, it's like numbers consultants have mind reading or X-ray vision. Actually, it's not, but the reason lies in numbers phenomena. It is a teachable discipline. When each of my students takes a class and goes back to look through their phone book to analyze the numbers of their family members or loved ones, they find that it's very accurate. Yes, they even discover things about family members they've lived with for years that they hadn't noticed before, simply by analyzing the numbers phenomena, so that's what's going on with them. Numbers phenomena stem from our life information, making them incredibly clear and explicit. That is why after a numbers consultant finishes an analysis, the predictions inevitably happen. Why is there such urgency? It is not the consultant who is anxious, it is life itself. Like the case Jasper mentioned, we have seen this many times. When you warn someone about an investment, explaining exactly why it will fail, the person involved, and the environment, you explain it all clearly. Yet they still say, it hasn't failed yet. I'm not facing such problems with my investment right now. The problem hasn't happened yet. Then a year later, 8 months later, 3 months later, yes, the most urgent cases, just as Jasper said, are when they call back a week or two later. It happened. Yes, everything you said happened. I've already had to bear it with my own life. What should I do? I have even less money now, and I've ended up with 5 or 6 figures in debt. So what the teacher wants to say is, the most crucial thing is numbers phenomena. It allows you to see through the root of life, and it lets you see why every single thing happens. If you have such a valuable tool in your hands, it can show you why things happen. The thing you can do is a choice that doesn't exist anywhere else in this world, to press the pause button.
Right.
To press the pause button on this fast-moving train, giving you a chance to make choices in your life instead of being on a path of no return.
Exactly. Otherwise, it's like a snowball. It just keeps rolling and getting bigger and bigger, accumulating larger and larger problems. But we've only been talking about investment issues so far. Many people have problems because of their health.
Yes.
Health issues are another significant concern for many people.
That's right.